Hello everyone, and welcome to Codebusting. I'm your host, Code Marvelous, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of a last hurrah for everybody's favorite punk rocker, MaXx. With the announcement of the new Wayland identity, the Scorpios security systems that removes cards from the game whenever they're trashed or one per turn does that. MaXx is going to be pretty hard to play coming up. So I'm going to be giving her a spin, and I'm probably going to be taking her to a game night kit this weekend. So we are going to see how we do. Let's take a look at the list. It is based off of a MaXx list off the front page of Netrunner DB. I just literally added 2 cards to it. I added an archives interface so that after the vamp, we can go in, if we vamp like a CI, we can go in and get rid of the shipment from Sands, which they usually pitch because they want them in the trash anyway. And if you get rid of those, they can't combo. And then I added an additional same old thing for extra redundancy. But yeah, so it's good. It's a solid build. 3 employee strikes, a rumor mill, a spooned, 2 vamps, and just lots of money. And Keyhole as a finisher. All of the Adam Doyle breakers plus, or actually 4 Adam Doyle breakers, including Eater. Baldy, you can't get in my lap right now. Yes, punk rock will never die. Thank you, Sanjay. Alec, very good evening to you as well. Thank you for joining us. You as well, Chris. Yeah, Chris, you can stick with MaXx out of loyalty if you want, but I abandoned Noise because I've learned through years of playing this game the hard lesson that you don't play things just out of loyalty. You play the best version of what you want to play, you know, where that meets with what's actually good in the meta right now. Baldy, you can't get in my lap right now, buddy. I love you. You gotta go. All right. So let's take a look. And let's get everything together. How's the quality? It looks a little weird on my end. Is it coming through? All right, hang on. Dealing with some technical issues really quickly. All right, let's see if we can get ourselves a game. All right, let me know if that HD problem doesn't fix itself. Bald, you can't get in my lap right now, man. All right. Let's take a look, and let's also get our music going. Good luck, have fun. Alright, so we're up against Core Wayland. Let's look at the opener. Hey, Chris. I don't think that's good enough. Let's mull again. That's way better. We've got the Eater in the opening hand. We've got a Scrubber. And we got lots of ways to make money. Tanuki, we are playing MaXx. Gotta love that opening Oaktown play. So what goes into the bin? We lose a copy of Cypher and Day Job. Let's drop Temujin on R&D and go to town. We're not gonna trash Stinson. We're just gonna hope to make Stinson irrelevant. I probably could have gone for that Oak Town. Alright. Hopefully the quality for all of you watching sharpened up a little bit. Okay. So let's run server 1. Cute. Okay, check out. Let's draw. Let's get that down. And let's get the same old thing down. So let's get Eater down. Let's run R&D. Let's get Employee Strike down and let's draw a card. Alright, we need to money up and get ready for the vamp. Hopefully we don't just get rushed out here. Alder. Alright, so we got the Parasite. Let's run server 1. Sapper, fire it. Because we've got the other Eater in our hand, we don't care. Let's steal Atlas. We don't need to steal Stinson. And then let's just gain a buck. I think next turn I'm going to install Archives interface and get rid of all of those transactions. The corporation, Thomas, is Core Wayland. There goes restructure. I put in the Archives interface specifically for CI and all of the Stinson builds. So, thank you everybody for joining me on Valentine's Day. My wife and I celebrated over the weekend, so now I'm here to entertain all of you. Our opponent says that it could get problematic that I'm just trashing all of these transactions, which is true. Or removing them from the game, I should say. Alright. So this is pretty okay. We've got all the same old things. We need to find the keyhole. But I'm ready to levy as well as use the Deja, so that's nice. What's the worst that could happen if we run HQ? I don't know. Let's find out. Ice Wall. Nothing bad. Alright, let's run Archives. Mausolus? What do we think? I think it's a Mausolus. Let's get Lateral Growth out of there. Maximum punk rock. We still haven't seen a vamp, which is surprising. I just want to get the keyhole. Okay. So what went into the bin? We lost a day job and a blorchestra. So let's use one of these to play Deja. And then let's get Parasite and Parasite. Let's do that and that. And let's call that a turn. I just wanted to go back to Anarchs, Chris. That's why I'm playing MaXx. But MaXx isn't considered a tier 1 ID, so I keep my hipster street cred. And I just saw this deck on the front page, and it really made me excited and happy, so that's always a good thing. Okay. So I think here we're actually going to trash this Temujin. We're going to put down a new Temujin. We're going to name HQ, and we're just going to run 4 times and see what we pick. I don't necessarily care about that Sandberg right now. I will totally trash that. Punitive Counter-Strike. Oh, yeah, Thomas also mentions that MaXx is basically going to be dead soon. No, she's not going away, Tanuki. She's just going to be rendered unplayable by the new Wayland identity. Okay, so that's probably the Sandberg. So let's just run HQ. So now we get I might die here. Nope. Nope. Okay, so no prize sec. Okay, so there has to be agendas in here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get parasites back, and then we're gonna run HQ. We're getting there. Hopefully there's a vamp in the trash. There is. And Levy's in there too. So we just need to get more money than our opponent, and we're going to be good to go. Ready for the vampening. Are all 3 Temujins gone? All 3 Temujins are gone. Okay. So now things are going to get weird. So what is the play here? Because we need some other source of money. Maybe... Is keyhole already gone? No. Let's draw. Let's put that cast down. Let's draw. Let's sure gamble. And unfortunately, that means I'm going to lose the last 2 cards. Yeah, Chris, I'm really excited to see what the Terminal Directive cards look like. I think they're going to be really rad. And I think Wayland's going to get a real shot in the arm and become the control faction again. Okay. So... let's check server 2. Okay, so there's an agenda score. So now we are going to vamp our opponent. No, we can't quite do it yet because we need to be above 6 at the end of it. So let's click for $4. The reason I didn't trash the Sandberg is because, I don't know, because I'm a dumb. I don't want to reveal our hand on Vamp too early. Okay, so let's just run HQ. Well, there's the cleaner score, so let's just click money and hope we don't die. So what I need to do next turn is I need to vamp. And then I need to run and get rid of these operations. I don't think my opponent can hit me. And if they can, they are basically vamping themselves for 3 meat damage. Here's the Jackson hit. Hopefully there's no vanilla on archives. That would really suck. Please be no vanilla on archives. Thank God. Oh, wow. Well, we end the game with 15 agenda points. That's a screen cap right there. Stinson is 2 to res, Tanuki. So, thank you everybody for joining me. I don't know how many of you follow my activities outside of the actual live stream, but I have launched Patron, however you pronounce it, for this channel. The thing is in the show notes below. There's the potential for deck building help and shoutouts. And to that end, I would like to give an extra special shout out to 2 patrons, Lori Plant and Dan Faria. Both of them have backed me at the shout out level. Thank you very much, guys. I do appreciate the support. So let's get another game. Uh-oh. A wild Thomas appears. But yeah, any little bit helps. It's going to help me travel to more tournaments, to live stream and upgrade my equipment and, you know, get all the software licenses and hardware I need to make the channel better. All right, let's take a look at the opener. We're up against HB. This is a pretty bad opener for HB. That's not much better. But at least we've got the scrubber. Hey, Narlock. Welcome, welcome. Oh, somebody just pledged. I don't know who Chris Perez is, but you just pledged at the shout-out level, so you get a shout-out. All right. So what went into the bin? 2 money cards. Yay! Okay, so let's just day job it. Turn 1. Be a little bit more prepared. Thank you, Chris. But yeah, I actually think MaXx is pretty well suited for the meta right now. I think the draw's good. I think until the new Scorpios ID comes out, I mean, like, Arc Lockdown's not that good of a card, and most of the MaXx decks can survive. It's not a great survival, but they could survive without the levy, and there's nothing else that you're really going to be picking that's going to be that integral. I feel like I need an Ice Res here to try to get a Parasite down, but I know that this is going to be an Architect. Oh, Narlock is Dan Faria, so thank you very much. I appreciate it. Ah, Thomas is just letting me in. Is one of these an agenda? No, next gold. Not great. See, but Thomas knows my games. He's not resing ice because he doesn't want me to put a Parasite on it. I should have overdrawn there. That was my mistake. I gotta get more of these money cards into my hand. Oh, I forgot the scrubber creds. Thank you, Thomas, and thank you, Tanuki, for pointing that out. All right, what am I gonna do? So I get the archives interface. That's pretty good. So let's draw. Retrieval run. Anything worth it? Not yet, but I do definitely want that in my hand. Let's draw. Let's drop archives interface. Let's remove that from the game. Feels pretty good. So, Chris, the reason for Archives interface over Solset Slums is because I am vamping. Because I am vamping and CI is very popular, the place that I'm most likely to remove items from the game is the trash, and I want to be able to remove operations as well. Solset Slums does not let you remove transactions from the game. Archives interface does. It is not DLR mask Rubisco. Alright, so we got a contract. Temujin contract is very good for us. What did we lose? We lost a Deja Vu, which is not great, and a Sure Gamble. I think we're going to money up this turn, but pretty soon we're going to need to overdraw to make sure we get a Same Old Thing or a Deja in our hands to make sure that we can levy. So, we're going to go server 2. Let's get rid of that. We're not going to get rid of Breaker Bay Grid because we want the server to still exist. Yeah, Noah, MaXx is certainly one of the most thematic Anarchs, probably one of the most thematic runners in the entire game. I picked up this deck because the one that was on the main page just basically reminded me that she existed. And I just started playing her, and I just completely forgot how much fun playing her can be. Okay, so what are we doing here? Alright, so let's draw. Let's get that daily casts down. Let's get a second... We really need to money up. Let's draw. There's the vamp. Got a retrieval run. Gotta get rid of something. Probably gonna need to be a parasite. Yeah, I mean, Noah, of course this matchup would be easier as Wiz, but that's not necessarily what we're playing. Yes, it is self-modifying casuals, Noah. No, I mean, I think she's good for the meta right now. Obviously, she's not going to be as dominant as Wiz, but I think the thought process is she leverages a lot of the things that are really good about Anarch without having a lot of the things about, like, you know, I don't know. Her draw is good against... Actually, there it is. Her draw is really good against the rushy, fast crap that everybody's playing. There's our Same Old Thing, which is going to help us. Let's get Eater down, and let's start grinding out money. Chris, Scorpios' ability is not super OP because it's on a Wayland card, and think about all of the crappy Wayland ice that gets to back that card up. No, Sanjay, unfortunately I can't really support Rebirth in this deck. Next, gold. Okay then. I mean, if that's what you're into. So we know what's there now. Let's draw. We got double vamps. We really need like a big money card into our hands. Thank you, Laura. what's in the bin. Why do I never seem to get the day jobs? Man, it's rough sauce. Again, no experimental build, trying stuff out. That's why I don't have 3 I've Had Worse. Also, I've Had Worse isn't saving me from shit. I'd rather have money. Also, Noah, I don't fear you. You may think that I do, but I don't. I would really love to draw a cipher. Sure, Gamble's pretty good though. Let's draw. Let's get the casts down. I only need 1 vamp. We're probably only gonna land 1 vamp this game. I don't really want to comment on Damon leaving FFG, Chris. I think he was a good lead designer for my part. I enjoyed having him around. I engaged with him personally a few times. I can't begin to speculate as to why he might have left. Yeah, I don't know what else to say really besides that. All right. Let's check some archives. And Damon was also involved with the game, even if he wasn't the lead designer, long before he actually took over as the lead. So, the other thing that's interesting about Archive's interface is, since I'm using Eater, I access 0, so it still works. So I access 0, I don't sacrifice my access, I access 0. So because of that, I can still use Archive's interface. I should have removed an agenda. No, the whole reason Eater works is because I access 0. I still have an access. So I'm accessing a number of cards. This is exactly like the YOG ruling. Spending 0 is still spending a number of credits. Alright, whenever you access cards in Archives, you may remove one instead of accessing it. Okay, can somebody look it up on Anchor? Okay, so let's draw. Where is the other cipher? Put that down. Let's run server 6. Okay, can somebody... Yeah. I might be wrong. I've certainly been wrong before. So can somebody please check it out? Do I have anything that I actually want a retrieval run for this game? I don't think I do. I think I got everything, so I think we're going to pitch that. Okay, so then it would still work. So, from Anchor, you flip all cards in archives face up, but you do not access any cards. This is because Eater does not replace the entire access. It only prevents you from accessing more than 0 cards. Sanjay, was Lucas the lead designer when he tweeted that? Okay, so things are getting crazy here. Where the hell is my second copy of Cypher? Let's draw. There it is. Well, I only got 2 cards with it regardless. So, let's see. I don't know. I could definitely be wrong here. So, oh, the firing. I hope it's a whiff, because then I'm going to just play Rumor Mill. Why didn't it give me the prompt to install MK Ultra? That's so weird. Okay, so then I may have cheated there based on what I felt was the interpretation. We are arguing in chat about the archives Eater interaction. I've started a very interesting dialogue here. Okay, we could be ready. Yeah, we could be ready for the vamp and the reset here. I will get all of the money out of this deck. Okay, so Sanjay, the text has been flying by pretty quick here. It does not work, is what you were saying, correct? Okay, so that's an important ruling. Thank you. I appreciate the help. I never know when to levy with MaXx. Overwrote the Sandberg. So that's the replaced Sandberg. So now we're going to run archives. We're going to get rid of the last friends. Get rid of the Sandberg. Well, that certainly makes things interesting. Let's run server 6. I'm pretty sure I just got blown out here. Yeah, I fucked up. I mean, I gotta go for it. Actually, I can't even get in. So let's just blow up this. Oh, I ran the wrong thing anyway. Good game. I completely botched it. One and one. See how it goes. Good luck, have fun. Up against Ian now. Yeah, I think I've actually got an issue with the HD that I can need to fix. So we got the archives interface. And here's where things get really interesting. against Soul. He can't recur target marketings if he doesn't have them. So that works pretty well. Unfortunately, I can't fix the HD settings without stopping the stream and creating a new recording, and I'd rather not do that. It looks like it defaulted to a lower setting. Clippy in the bin, employee strike in the bin. Let's money up. Let's see what's behind server number 1. Alright, so let's go ahead and remove Sand City Grid from the game. I'm having a great Valentine's Day. Hope everybody else is having a good one too. Yeah, I see the HD problem. I'm pretty pissed about it now. Okay, so we're gonna put that on archives. We're gonna money up. So for some reason our money is what always seems to end up in the bin. It's interesting that this Vamp MaXx deck plays almost similar to a Leela deck, where I'm trying to prevent like ice reses on R&D so that after the Vamp, R&D is completely exposed. Let's run archives. Get rid of Sweep Speak. I have to say that this is doing a tremendous amount of work. Thank you, Chris. That's less good. That was dumb of me. Brandon, I was running archives anyway for Temujin, so I might as well remove them from the game, right? Nothing to be Jacksoned. Alright, I got Cypher now. That's pretty good. go ahead and let's hold our hand. And let's just keep moneying up. No vamps in the trash as of yet. All right. Vamp is in the bin. We are going to run archives. We're going to remove restructure from the bin. Trying to do the math here. I think we can afford to not check server 1 this turn. So I think we're going to go... Oh, no. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Because I still have to remove the tag. And then now I gotta do this thing. All right. I can't do it this turn, actually. Okay. So in Netrunner the movie, MaXx would probably be played by, I don't know, that's a tough call. Olivia Munn or Olivia Wilde, somebody with a very sharp face, really strong features. So let's go ahead and drop that. Let's put it on HQ. Let's hit that. Let's vamp. Let's do run ability for 14. And then let's remove the tag. So completely broke now. Okay. You know they just cast Scarlett Johansson. That's cute. Yeah, Kate McKinnon would also make, face-wise, she looks a lot like MaXx, but she is older. I think MaXx is only supposed to be in her late teens, right? You need somebody... Realistically, Wizard, I've always thought of Wizard being Jack Black or like Kevin Smith type person. The real question is who's going to play Ian Sterling? My vote is on Gary Oldman. I'll take the day job hit. Old Man is an awesome actor. Who would play Andromeda? She's got to be somebody tall with like a lot of presence. All right, I think the time has come. I think we'll keep the retrieval run, ditch the eater. Jolie, Angelina Jolie. I would see more of a smoke type character if for no other reason than her role in the original Hackers and the personality that she had there. No. No. There has to be, like, okay, I was about to say, there literally, like, has to be agendas piling up. Let's force some ice resist so we can levy in tempo piece. Kate would be Kaylee from Firefly. Jackson Howard would probably be Tom Hiddleston. Or, Kevin Spacey. Or J.K. Simmons as Jackson. That would be good too. Alright, so here's the jankening. We're going to do retrieval run. Just get a keyhole down. And some money up. And get ready for a levy turn with more clicks. Oh, J.K. Simmons is Cave Johnson from Portal 2. People watching, if you're not busy, I strongly recommend you watch the Cave Johnson voice lines from Portal. Holy crap. There's like a big compilation of them on YouTube. Well, I certainly don't ever want the mid-seasons back, so let's get rid of that. Let's hit levy. Then let's gamble Shirley. And we're fired up and going again. This deck plays so interestingly. I love it. Let's draw here. Get a Deja Vu, that's a good pick. Yeah. You do not have to take the tag on Data Raven, because since it's not a paid ability, since it's an encounter effect, it happens first. It's actually not like Data Sucker, because Data Sucker is a paid ability. Alright, next turn we just need to money up and start keyholing. Hopefully we'll flip another parasite into the trash or draw one. There it is. I'm having so much fun with this. Alright, we are all set up to keyhole. Dan Kerr, official Netrunner source. I don't know if I can be considered an official source. I'm very likely to interpret cards the way that I find the most interesting. Alright, no time like the present. Let's start keyholing. Good game. Ah, yeah. Ian mentioned I could have removed it from the game and just prolonged this. I really like this deck a lot. So that's 2 in 1. The games run long, though. I think that's a little over 20 minutes for each one. Alright. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it. MaXx is good. Oh, this seems okay. Peter Weller, aka RoboCop, for Ian Sterling. That's pretty freaking good too. All right, what got flipped? Clippy and yep. I say as if there's any question what we're doing. Yep, we'll take the Beal. 24/7. Oh, the railgun! Yay, railgun! All right, so we're on the clock. We need to get the vamp out ASAP. Let's force some ice reses. Sure. Fire. Let's go HQ. Let's get in there, see if we can pick a breaking news. We can't. And then we're gonna gamble surely. We're about to find out, Chris, if I have any game against Railgun. So let's get Scrubber down. Let's check server 3. Let's remove the tag. They can't fire that one if it's another one. Wait, is it 2 or 3 for price sec? Oh, it's 2. Okay, I guess I'm just dead. Get that down. It's money up. Keyholes in the bin, employee strikes in the bin. Hey pup, thank you for joining us. Weird start thus far. We are 2-1. All right, so that's less good. That's pretty damn good. So we're going to be ready to vamp soon. I think we need to start trashing pads. Yeah, sure. I'll just bounce there. Let's trash 1 pad a turn. Okay, got another money card into our hand. What am I looking forward to in Red Sand Cycle? Wayland cards. Green cards. That's what I'm looking forward to. Hey Steven, welcome, welcome. Sorry for the Sorry for the low-res stream, everyone. The settings are still jacked up after me doing a video game stream. Alright, Cipher's in play. That's pretty good, so let's pound that. Let's get Pad out. Do I have anything? So we've got a Cipher in hand. So I can... money up and then do a fun combo next turn. We're getting there, though. Yep, there's the other one. Okay. So here's the fun part. We're gonna do that. We're gonna put Parasite there. We're gonna kill it. There's a Beal. All right. Yep, mining up some salt, but it happens. I did get very lucky on those pulls. Okay, so there's the exchange of information play. Alright, so let's gain a credit, remove a tag, and then let's check R&D. Let's see if our luck continues. I also expected the terminal directive to be out before the first pack of Red Sands, but here we are. Alright, so we're tagged forever. Time to win. Good game. So that's 3 and 1. Sometimes you got to get those picks. It's that scrubber. The scrubber is what's winning me the game here. Uh-oh. Oh, prison. Yay. Yay. So exciting. I think we keep this hand, though. Oof. 2 money cards going into the bin. Let's see what this is. Yeah, let's just remove Caprice Nisei from the game. You can't be having any of that. I have seen the 102 card MaXx. If all of my money cards could stop getting flipped into the trash, that'd be great. That's a lot of agendas. Oh my god, with my money. Let's draw. That's a good thing to get. Let's run HQ. That's pretty nightmarish. Fire. And we didn't even pick the agenda. All right. We gotta get some actual econ going. We're still fine. Draw. Draw. That's gonna be handy later. Run R&D. Okay, we really need some econ. I mean, that whiff is just karmic justice for what happened last game, so. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Let's get that shit out of here. Man, I have to say that Archive's interface is doing a tremendous amount of work. I will get cerebral statics out of this game by any means necessary. Yeah, he says eventually I'll hit ice, just you wait. We are getting there. This is so interesting. This is from Vadim. This is the Neo Tokyo soundtrack by Zero Edit. The song specifically is Tin Soldiers. Okay, so I can't levy. Most of my money's gone. I'm probably pretty screwed here now. I'm in rough shape. Thomas, as I mentioned earlier, the reason I don't have Sol set is because I can't dedicate 2 slots to being sure that I'm going to find it. And then because of that fact, and most of the things that are going to hurt this deck are operations. Thank you everybody for joining us. I think this is the largest audience we've had thus far for a stream. So I appreciate everybody coming out on your Tuesday to hang out. We're currently 3-1 with this MaXx list. We're just moneying up to land a vamp. And then we'll use retrieval run to get keyhole. Actually, all 3 Jacksons are net gone. I think that's my play. Global food, global food. No traps. Do I have any other way to recur? All the Dejas are gone. 1, 2. 2 same old things are gone. Let's see if I can draw that. Draw. 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 Let's get the same old down. I'm not gonna need the Plascrete. Need to save all of my money. Need Eater. Gonna have to be spear. Yeah. This has been such an interesting game. Let's get Eater down. I think I'm still fine, to be completely honest. Okay. Yeah, I think I gotta take the risk here, unfortunately. Okay, so we're gonna retrieval run. Oh no, I can't use that. Oh, this is gonna be rough. I think I might lose here. I mean, I know there's 2 global foods in HQ. I've just gotta freaking get in. I have to threaten this and try to force the Nisei token use. Gotta get rid of Jeeves. "17 cards removed with Archives interface." So let's keyhole 1. Let's keyhole 2. Let's keyhole 3. And then let's keyhole 4 because there's no score coming out of here. So it's worth noting, I just need to force basically 1 ice res on the remotes to keep my opponent from scoring. So let's just get some money. Let's keyhole. Do I just lose here? I think I just lose. Oh my god, I got in. Oh! Okay. There's no Jackos left. The win was in archives, now it's not. Now it's in the remote. Okay, I think we just gotta go keyhole crazy here. This is craziness. Opponent is doing some math. That's true. Alan brings up that if I just hammer HQ, I can try to go for the keyhole score. So let's run HQ. Let's pay 1. Yeah, I mean, I can always do that next turn. This is Battle of the Poor People. And I die to an I key. Good game. So we end up at 3-2. That was very close. So let's do a retrospective. I think the deck is very solid. I think it does what it does very well. And I think it's pretty well suited for what's going on. Yeah, I think I should have just trashed the NAX and then moneyed up. But then I just would have lost. But yeah, I think the deck's solid. I like it a lot. I'm definitely going to be playing it this weekend. There's a lot of power here. I'm sorry about the accidental low res. Like I said, my settings got a little jacked up, but it'll be fixed for the next stream. But yeah, MaXx is pretty good still. The draw is good. I still don't know. I'm not as skilled as I could be with her, where I know when I should be overdrawing to make sure I hit things, or like the weird tempo math where you always make sure you get it on the last turn before you levy. I didn't use Rumor Mill or Spoon, but that doesn't mean that I wouldn't have. But that's certainly a discussion, because they could become more recursion. Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for taking time out of your week every week to come watch the show. I really do appreciate it, and I enjoy playing and doing everything with you. Special shout out to my patrons. I picked up a couple while we were playing, so let's take a look. Who is at the shout out level? We have Brandon Gannicott, Chris Perez, Dan Faria, and Lori Plant are at the shout out level. Thank you very much, all of you, for supporting the channel. I have a link in the notes below. If you'd like to support us and help pay to improve the channel's equipment and the number of tournaments and shows I can do, I would greatly appreciate it. And if not, I'm going to keep doing great content, or try to do great content. Thank you very much for joining me, and until I see you all again, always be running.